Okay, talk.
No, it was awesome because like my daughter's in Lakewood and it's the holiday. They started, everybody's on vacation, and my son and my daughter are in Lakewood because their mom's family lives there, which is like totally normal. It's awesome. I'm excited for some vacation. But
We'll take when this dies.
Yeah.
When all this stuff dies,
yeah, we'll
go plug in,
Perfect.
get a coffee.
Exactly.
I wish we had a good coffee.
You babka. I brought a huge babka, a huge apple strudel, and a huge peanut butter sauce. Are you Jellin wants my recipe already?
She's my friend.
I know.
I just want you to know. She's like.
I know.
She's good people.
I know, you told me.
Oh, did I already?
Yeah, of course.
Well, I don't know.
I told her that I'll give you, but
you're not the only one with a brain injury, you know.
I know. I hear you. I have so much nosh, you won't even believe it. But anyway, I was like a little down because like my both kids are out of town, you know. And it's like vacation.
Yeah.
And I thought tonight was a holiday, so I was going to be like working for the synagogue, and I'm with the rabbi's kids who are literally like nephews to me.
Yeah.
Like I literally take care of them, especially like the older ones that are like older adolescents now. Anyway,
thank you, Are You Jellin? I need somebody to help me because the whole plan was for StreamYard, and I have a behind-the-scenes person that stars comments for me in StreamYard, and you can't do that in YouTube. So if there's really something, I don't even know what to tell you. I've got Do Not Disturb on my phone. Just try to understand, you guys. It's really bright outside. It's impossible to see the chat, and I try as much as I can to interact. So we'll see.
I might
what's happening.
Tell them I might just look to see what the just comments are. Like I'll turn off the volume.
Actually, Israel and I, when the battery dies on the phone, which is not going to be soon. We are going to go get a coffee, and he's got some stuff. We're going to talk about some stuff having to do with how things like high mind control group like Scientology affects people's psychology. And we're going to go into a little bit of detail. It won't be a big like a half hour maybe.
Yeah.
While we drink our coffee. So stick around for that. It should be interesting.
Yeah.
Do you need anything at 7-Eleven while we're here?
It won't be boring. People will be so
Don't worry.
I can't diagnose someone I don't know, but I can explain certain things that would literally make Tom Cruise be understood by people. Like whenever I'm watching some of the other channels, like they're just describing things. If they understood it from a certain perspective, it would be like, oh.
It would make sense. Yeah.
Because Natalie was talking about that his daughter is going to be 18, I guess.
Yeah. Who cares?
I know, but I hope it. Listen, you always hope for kids. It's always best.
It's not my life. Hey, have you guys? Is there anybody new here? Anybody not seen the area? The area we're going to? Church. Here's our printer. We're going to Printers Row in Chicago, which used to be all manufacturing and printing here. And they picked a place that has a whole lot of historical meaning for Chicago. This used to be no housing at all, like no residential areas. It was all industrial and manufacturing and warehouses.
On the south side of Chicago.
But we're actually real close to the Loop, as you guys could tell. I only went 3 stops from the center of the downtown to get here.
Like literally center.
So we're very close to, actually, where we are right now is extremely close to the federal courthouse.
Oh, that's right.
And the building I used to work in, which is called the Monadnock Building. It was the first skyrise in all of Chicago.
Yep.
The first, what do you call it again? Okay, look guys, let's walk down here. I haven't done it since that day. Okay, see this alley right here? This is the alley
which is public
where
property.
During the March 3rd grand opening of the cult's building that they'd owned for 20 years, the the police threatened to arrest us, like 20 of us probably, here in the alley for trespassing.
It's not only this public property, but it has nothing to do with the other building.
Right.
It's not connected.
There was
in
no
any
one
way.
here to exert their private property rights. It was just Scientology saying this is private property and they are trespassing. So the dogs that they are, the 1st District Police Department said, yeah, this Scientologist says this is private property, so leave or you're getting arrested.
I swear.
And that was our buddy Sean, whose diapers Natalie changed.
Yeah, that's right.
One of my favorite moments in streaming of all time was when Nancy Drew caught him outside the building and said, Sean, Natalie Webster used to change your diapers. And he turned around and like was trying to hide and was running practically to get away. And she goes, she wishes you well. She wants you, she hopes that you get out. So this is where we were when we were threatened with arrest, right here. On one side down there was a big truck blocking the exit. And then on this side, there was a big truck blocking the exit. Can you guys hear me okay? Not that I could tell if you said no.
Yes, you probably have to go in the shade.
Hi. Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming. Yeah, this is the scene of the crime. And then this is where we were standing. See this chain right here? We're standing behind the chain. And there were no other barriers other than the chain, except for, see where this arm that comes up and down is right there? This actually, I think it belongs to the bank, but I'm not positive.
I'm gonna say the whole thing is insanity because you don't even know what's shutting down. The narcissism that they have is insane.
Right.
The entitlement
Right.
to an
Oh,
alley
God.
that's not even part of the street, which is actually public.
Okay, so then they had barriers right here where this arm is. And so Sean saw us from here, and then that is the Scientology cult. See it? Everybody see it? Streamers, the police, because where there are streamers, there are police. Am I right?
Oh God, yeah.
And then this is the other side of the street. Sean saw us from here. They had big wooden barriers and then barricades, and then they had concrete barriers. And he came running. He got the one and only Commander Harris and had him come walk down this little whatever this is right here, and tell us leave.
This has got nothing to do with nothing.
Right. Leave or you're getting arrested. And all my people started walking away, and I was standing there by myself saying, no, I'm not gonna go. I'm not going, it's not right. And then the cop is like, and my best friend was on the stream saying, don't get arrested, do not get arrested. Like, you don't have your medication, you cannot stay in there till Tuesday, because it was a holiday weekend. Yep. And I was like, I'm not going. And then the cop goes, Commander Harrison goes, you don't want to spend the whole weekend in jail. Hey guys, it's a cult.
Una secta.
Es una secta. Una secta.
Una secta.
Scientology is a cult. Es una secta.
Loco.
I don't know these people. Oh, here she is herself. I was just talking about you. How are you? Good, how are you? I was just talking about one of my favorite moments of all time in streaming, which was when you saw Sean and you said, hey Sean, Natalie Webster used to change your diapers and she wishes you well. She wishes you get out. And he was like running to get away.
At him the whole time.
Yeah.
That didn't get him in.
No,
When
but
I
he
said
heard that.
He went in really
Yeah, he heard that.
quick. So yeah, that was one of my favorite scenes.
Yes.
Get the plot in here.
Here we go, guys. This plot is meant for flowers, not a 6-foot scare plot. Chicago loves Liz Ferris. Oh, I love it, love it, love it. That's wonderful. Who spelled scare? Is that supposed to be square? So they actually, who planted the tree?
I think Scientology. I don't know. One of the businesses out here.
Because we were constantly making fun of it. Constantly making fun. You guys, that's really funny. Who says we don't make a difference? You're welcome, Chicago. You're welcome, Printers Row.
Right here, and he came and stood.
Hello.
Right here.
Hello.
I already had a vagrant.
And what happened? This was today.
Yeah, it was right this morning. And then while he was here,
Oh boy, I had no idea it was a mob down here. This could get dangerous.
Jen, are you guys gonna kind of base out here?
I don't know.
I was just wondering if you guys were gonna base out here because I was gonna road then a little bit more, so make sure the back door stays shut.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're out here right now.
We'll get. Oh well, we'll be walking around and stuff, you know. Making trouble wherever we can. How long's it been closed up, you guys?
I'm out here.
Last time we went
And I'm
here.
seeing this morning. I know I recognize that. No, just now when you came up.
How long has the door been closed?
To the south side.
This morning when I got here at.
Oh, you've been here?
Yeah, I just took a.
I didn't know I didn't think anyone else was going to be here. I literally took the train to 95th and it's the last stop on the red line. But I love riding the train. So
Okay.
it's really good.
No, there was no.
I never know if anybody's going to be here. I literally walked around the corner and I said,
Oh, hey. You know,
I said, this is when the
I
anxiety
got here about 11:30 and it was all wide open.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So when did they close it?
just within 5 or 10.
Of when you got
They
here?
recognized what I was doing.
Yeah. Good
I
job,
didn't have
girl.
any sign or anything.
Good job. Yeah, I never do either.
Skateboarder going by.
Yeah.
But I
know
gotta
tonight.
buy Subway. Where's the bathrooms that let you, places that let
Oh,
you
there's a place down here. If you go down to the corner and make a left, it used to be a post office. What is it now?
So,
UPS.
I just want you to know,
And it's a nice
quietly,
bathroom.
The corner building right here, if you quietly walk in, it's a bar. And
Here we are, guys. Welcome. We're welcome to the Cult of Scientology. Come in for a tour. Visit our multimedia exhibit. But don't cross the cock line. Even with your hand or your camera. Or they call the police. Here we are. She's all closed up as usual. If I had known everyone was going to be here, I would have come yesterday. Not that I don't like streamers, I just, you know, I like my own space. People spit on this. Look at this. That's disgusting, man. The neighbors absolutely hate these guys. People hate these guys, and they spit all over this, the windows. It's disgusting. Come on, Scientology, get your TRs in. Get some money from Dream Exchange and get your windows washed. It's gross. Hi, Osa. Hi, Osa. Here's all the, we always wave to the camera. Hello, camera. Hello, Osa. We dislike you very much. You wonder why they call us suppressive people. Because we are suppressive. I wonder why. Here's another camera. Say hello to the camera. Hi, Osa. Here's my favorite guy doing the right thing. They haven't taken him down yet. I'm shocked. They took the other one down. See? And here is Columbia College, where apparently they've hired security to guard the sidewalks from chalk. So there's Columbia College doing the right thing. Actually, you know what they did is one time I came out and I happened to have a camera in my hand, but I wasn't paying attention to that. I was reading this sign that says constructed in 1911, the Dwight Building joined a number of other blah, blah, blah. So I'm reading the sign, and the security guard comes out and yells, you can't film that sign." And I said, "Have you lost your mind?" Oh, I like it. Fresh meat, y'all. Fresh meat. Columbia College.
Yes, to college, no to a cold.
Yes.
Fresh meat, leave them alone.
Yeah. That's right. They're too smart.
I forgot my holder.
If you would like to be a part of Shannon's special private moments, join her YouTube membership. Oh my God, are you Jellen? You crack me up. Yeah, the special private moments is me picking up after my dog's poop. It's really, really private. No, we do a lot of chatting in the morning. Cool. We chat with the dog. We chat with other dog walkers. We talk about Scientology. Sometimes I can't stop my members from gossiping, but I try. And then we, sorry, members. And then what else do we do, you guys? Oh, and then we have our 6 o'clock Sunday night powwow about where the channel's going. What are we doing with it? What's our next project? Right now we're working on Dream Exchange, but we're also going to mix it with something else. Honk, if you know Scientology is a cult, a scam, it says. So yeah, let's see how many out-of-state license plates we have here today. Harley Davidson Durango, hello. They do like to play the loud music over here at Pissants because they're in it with Scientology. I don't care what anyone says. They're in it, and we know it because we saw it on March 3rd. And we've seen it over and over again. People come from, this is Imprint. This is the building where the Sea Org and the staff scrunch in, all piled in together. And then they come over here, and so that they can't see where the streamers are. Well, Pissants is right here, and they have a door that goes kind of like, it's hard to describe. It just goes straight back through the building out to the alley, and then right next door is the Scientology door. So they avoid the cameras by coming in the side door. Hey guys.
Thank you.
You're welcome. They deserve it, don't they? These college students, they deserve to be protected from this shit. I've gotten emails from parents thanking me. Many, actually. A few I've become friends with. You guys, if you knew the sweet stories that I hear from these parents and how grateful they are that we're all out here, it's really touching. So I think it's fair to say Nancy Drew is the Chicago DOA. While you watch their free film, Scientology runs your credit. Scientology is a scam. No more kids in Scientology. Auditing uses mind control and hypnosis. That's true, actually. I was just reading about that. Reading about what hypnosis is, how it's done. There are 3 elements to it, one of which is repetition, and that Lafayette Ron knew a lot about hypnosis, and this is how he came up with some of the auditing methods. Some people say he was a genius. I've actually read his fiction and Dianetics, and I beg to differ, but that's neither here nor there. I wish I had a Coke, a cola. So Nance, I thought you'd be traveling, darling.
I take a break.
Oh. Ah. So you're coming back in between?
Yeah.
Oh.
Fire miles that my spouse has racked up, so that's the only way we can do this.
Gotcha. Oh, I thought maybe you were a rich lady, a whale, so to speak.
I was like sweating. Yeah, I was like sweating.
Yeah, the weekend come back?
Yeah,
Hey, we should have one more though. I think one.
that makes sense. I mean, it makes sense to me. Yes. I just wish your spouse would go with you. In Scientology, yes, somebody's got to do it, right? In Scientology, children are treated as old beings in new meat bodies. Read it again. I like it. And this is our old. This thing has been through the opening and everything, right?
He's here at the protest. We have Kelly Copter in the house right now. Yeah, her name is right there. Kelly.
Who's this? Who's the blonde?
It's Rainbow Bright, but I think that's a MIDI something.
Like a body Thetan?
That Corn has come up with.
Huh. Okay. Okay then. I'm hot. I thought I was going to be freezing.
Right below the scooper.
Can you hold that for a sec?
Of course I can.
Don't touch any buttons.
Oh, hold just a
There you go.
There you go.
Thank you.
Hey guys, I'm being a pole for a moment here. Our lovely church, Sunday church.
We're here to pray.
It doesn't look like prayer services are happening. The door is shut. We do have our official entrance for the cult. We got a lot of people out here today.
Yeah, I had no idea.
It's very cool. I'm still happy I waited though to come in here with you.
Do you need hand sanitizer?
I have tons, yeah.
Thank you, Mama. Thank you, Mama Bear.
Thank you, Mom. Oh, that's right. Hopefully she'll watch it today. Ma, I hope you're watching this.
Thank you, Mama.
I really hope you're
Chew
watching
Bear.
this. Mama Chew Bear, yeah. Mama Bear. Passover starts tomorrow night, so I was lucky today I was able to come out. A good Jewish boy coming for Sunday church services, and they won't let us in.
What the hell? Hello, guys.
He is married. Who's married? Who is this? I'm not sure if you noticed, but Israel is very good looking. Well, thank you, Pippi Longstocking.
Oh, Pippi. Ah!
I appreciate it. I am not married, by the way. I am not married. If you guys heard me say my wife, we were together for most of our lives. She is the greatest ever, but life happened. And that is what it is. Yeah, I know. I'm not going to. But she's the mom of my kids, and she's the best mama. Best mama in the world. So, but I am definitely single, very single. I'm going to a hotel for Passover. There's going to be a lot of chicas there. Starting tomorrow night. But I'm so happy I was wrong. I don't know why I got the day wrong. I got the day wrong.
My friend Sherry is like, are you sure it's on?
She was right. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure Israel told me.
Yeah. And I
Israel.
right? He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I'm like, he's an Orthodox Jew. He knows. She was like, okay.
My bad, go boy. There's a Google that it says permanently closed. It says permanently closed. Wow.
God, I hope I don't have to. I really hurt my knee on the way here.
I think he is married. I am not married, by the way. I understand now the comments that were made. I'm not married. I'm single. If you guys know any good chica.
Oh, no, you don't. He was kidding.
Absolutely. You see this car? Whose number is this one, by the way? Is this the aftermath? Not yet. This is a new one.
pissants.
Oh, my shirt. Okay, I forgot I had it on.
Here's
But I gotta finish this.
the sign that it's a, what do you call it again, guys? It's a pyramid scheme. A pyramid scheme. You probably can't see it anyway. See their weird logos? Why? He hit the thing. He must have hit that. Okay, now I got it. All right, here we go. Pissant, 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 pissant. Well, this is good news to me that there's a lot of people here. I won't have to feel guilty when I leave. Actually, I never should anyway. There's so many people now. And I said, oh, I can't wait until the younger people take over. And here they are, right? Yeah, we're not talking about dating, guys. We're talking about Scientology and why we need to get them off the planet, off of this sector of the universe, because they abuse their members, including the children that don't have a say in whether they're in it or not. Okay? That's what we're talking about today. I'm offended that this is being used as a dating site. Not really. Because, I mean, what else is going on?
Are they playing it? No.
They're playing music, yes. They are. But it's not as loud as... They'll turn it up shortly, I'm sure.
Yeah, as soon as they realize that.
You know what? I wonder when they're going to get clued into the fact that if they distance themselves from Scientology, that will be...
Things will be much better.
Yes, things will be much better for them.
Yeah, I agree. I love her car. It's great.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
They were saying that Juanita might come too.
Oh, I haven't seen her in a couple weeks.
I haven't seen her in a couple of weeks either.
I love her. Okay, so I was asked the question what to say to the SEC because my ticker was giving the information. It's TRC is the name of is the acronym for the office that takes complaints about fraud. So
Put me in, what do you do?
what's happening with Dream Exchange is that they are, excuse me?
The office is here complaining on what? I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about?
Watch my lives and you'll know.
I have to. I tried to go in this morning.
And what happened?
They wouldn't let me in this morning. I don't know. I
Did
think I have to re-sign up.
But I did a public live last night and one the night before about Dream Exchange.
I saw last night.
Okay, so there
Yeah,
is, so SEC.org has a /TRC is where you go to complain about fraud
Oh,
to the SEC. Their Dream Exchange is scheduled to have a meeting on April 23rd.
I actually, I watched your entire, the first one you gave, which was amazing.
Right,
And
Michelle?
it was
That's
so
very
good.
short-sighted. Oh, this is
If you guys
this is
haven't,
how Thetans mingle. No, we're in theta,
if you guys
guys.
haven't seen Shannon's first video on the topic, the first one you made on
Dream Exchange?
Dream Exchange.
Okay.
Please, you guys gotta watch it. She broke it down in a language that anybody can understand.
I thought so, but then I got comments I don't understand, I can't follow.
Because I used to play the market, so I know a little better. but
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know
I
much
don't think
either, you
could have
guys.
I don't think you could have made it more simple.
I tried to make it because it is a very complicated situation.
course it is, of course
but
it is.
but it was simple. That was really
If
super
people know
simple.
what hedge funds are, it's really just a
Yes.
public hedge fund.
Yes.
That's really what it is.
Yep.
It's a public, and that's why they can screw around and get away with it.
Right. So
Yeah.
okay. But if you want to know what to say when you write it's actually a form that you fill out. You can do it anonymously if you want to, or not. It's up to you. But if you want to know what to say, what you say is Dream Exchange, and you can reference my YouTube channel if you want to. I kind of doubt that they would watch. But here's the issue. There is no CPA that's handling the finances for Dream Exchange right now. Dream Exchange is not a licensed broker, okay, or securities handler of any kind, right? So they are trying to get a license. They're still taking money from investors. They're still getting money from mainly minority-owned companies in Chicago to finance their efforts to become a venture stock exchange, a privately owned venture stock exchange. And they're doing it through Scientology. They're using Scientology training. They're using Scientology staff. The entire Sakala family are Scientology. All of them have done Scientology. If you look at any of the source/service completion websites, and there are 4 that I found, 2 of them are more reliable, it seems to me, than the other 2. And what they do is, what you want to say is Dream Exchange LLC is a company that is run by Scientologists, but that information is not disclosed to investors. They're accepting money for this stock venture exchange from members without a license, which is illegal. And what was the other? There was one other thing, and now it's gone. I'll think of it, don't worry. But if you just say that, if all you want to say is, this is a front company for Scientology, which is a human trafficking and child abusing money-making scheme, then you can say that, you know? That this is a company run by Scientologists for Scientology. And Scientology takes money and traffics people from other countries and traffics children that are given to them by their parents, you know? Like, if you watch the live and you still need help, let me know. So I have written a complaint. I included the names of the Sakalas that are working at Dream Exchange and are also working at the Ideal org here, okay? If this doesn't get me beat up, I don't know what will. Right, Osa? So yeah, that's what's up. Hey, Kelly Copter. What the hey are you doing in here? No. Are you still in the States? Or are you suffering from jet lag? Oh my God, look at this dog. Look at the little doggy. So yeah, what we want to do, remember, we want to punch them in the money. We're punching them in the money, and we're punching them in the fraud. So they're committing fraud by selling pieces of a stock/venture exchange, and they're not licensed brokers. That's against the law. They're also misrepresenting the fact that they are a Scientology company to their investors. None of the investors know that this is a Scientology company. Why is it a Scientology company? Because Joe Sakala Jr., who he claims to be a CPA. Oh, that was the other thing. Because Joe Sakala Jr. and all of his wives and offspring are Scientologists. And some of them are on staff. Joey Jr., he's actually Joey the Third, is the executive director of the Chicago org. And Joey Jr., the dad. So you've got the third, he's the executive director at the org. And then you've got Joe Sakala Jr., who is the dad, who is the CEO of Dream Exchange. And they have a Scientologist named Nicole. Her last name escapes me. Harkin, maybe? I have to look it up again. It's in my live. All the names and all that are in my live, and there's a ton of research material in the description of the last 2 lives I did on Dream Exchange. One was short last night, about 30-some minutes, and the one before that was a little over an hour. So I'm in the alley right now, looking to see if I can find any of the faces that we know belong to Dream Exchange. They have they have a Scientologist who is not a CPA handling their finances right now, which is also against the law. The SEC requires for a company like theirs that a certified public accountant handle the finances. So, there's a lot of things going on there that are not just shady and not just, a little creepy. No, it's like it's illegal, it's fraudulent, and it is funneling money to an organization that traffics children and adults, abuses children and adults. So that's not acceptable. We're punching them in their money, and then we're going to get them in the slammer where they belong. So this is where the kids live. Here, I keep forgetting I have a gimbal. I can actually do this other ways. Cameras, of course. Scientology has put cameras in the college that they are neighbors with. This is how they started out their neighborly relationships. They put cameras all over the block. So this is the college. This is called Dwight. Next year is going to be strictly housing for freshmen, so the youngest of the college students will live right next door to a cult. Makes sense, right? As soon as you hit the white cameras, can you see the camera? Of course you can. That's Scientology. If you go in a building where they have to lock the doors so you have to bang on it to get in, and you're surrounded by cameras, you might be in a cult. Just saying. So here we are. This is one back door. This is the other back door. And this is where they like to come out and smoke. And somehow they have still not caught on that we can see them in the crack between these two doors. And we always know when someone's out here. But boy, if you see, they have these signs posted here and posted over here. And if you cross this line right here, that concrete right there, if you cross there, the police are coming to get you. I guarantee it. Remember the first time Israel ever came? I said, Israel, that's trespassing. Who showed up 10 minutes later? The Popo. What are you saying, Michelle, my darling? Why won't it show me? That's quite an accurate handle for a COS Karen. Huh, okay. Michelle and Reese, right. You know who Reese is, right? Reese is the most intelligent of all the membership. Reese is Michelle's dog, and we love her. She's getting old. So here's the results of Scientology. Man, they just cannot do a damn thing right. Get your TRs in, you weirdos. Okay, here's the construction on the other side of the alley. And then they're locking up the dumpsters down here now so that these people have nowhere to put their garbage. So it's like leaking out. This is exactly what happened in Lakeview at their old location. Because, they love their neighborhood. And wait a second, there was, what's his name? Fioretti, the guy that's running for state's attorney. He's running as a Republican for the state's attorney of Cook County. He said that in a speech at the opening of the terrible organization, at the cult's organization, he said that they were trusted guardians of the city of Chicago. Scientology is trusted guardians of the city of Chicago. So here they've put locks on what they consider to be their dumpster. Church of Scientology, and everybody else is piling the garbage wherever they can. This is so gross. This did not look like this before Scientology moved in. All y'all can vouch for me too. So the fun thing that we used to do that's not fun anymore is we used to come back here and you would go, yes, really, You guys, look at the old lives. This was never like this till Scientology got here. None of this was like this. Okay, so I used to come to the back door and I would just hang around back here and they would come out and like, you know, give me the cult stare and whatnot. And then I would walk away. And when I got to maybe halfway down to the end of the alley, heads would start poking out over here. I was always able to zoom in and catch them. It was great. And now they don't do that anymore. They've been ordered to stop. It looks to me like somebody wrote something on the door and it had to be removed. In chalk, I'm guessing. But the day that Moth was yelling at them, Moth is a student at Columbia College, and she was standing outside. She has MS, and she was standing outside with her cane, pounding on the pavement, saying, "Shut that music off," because they had the doors open, everything was open and blaring and driving everyone nuts. And she was just sick of it because, you know, she has to go past there, be on camera every day. You know, she's worried because she's spoken out about them on camera. She's not worried, but I mean, it's pressure. It's pressure, that's all. So she was pounding her cane, and this is where she lives. This is her building right here, right next door to the cult. Sorry, I'm trying to get up high enough so you can see the windows. And the day of the opening, the kids had all their arms. They were putting up all these anti-Scientology signs in their windows. And we had to walk through this alley. This was the only alley you could walk through. And they were waving their arms and yelling, you know, "Good job, you guys, go get them. Scientology's a cult," and all that stuff. It was great. But really, all the neighbors detest them. And that day that Moth was out there pounding her cane, everybody that walked by had a big, like, such a delighted grin on their face because somebody finally screamed the truth to them, which is, this music is loud. You've been playing it all day. I live next door. You're driving me crazy. Can you shut the F up? And they did. They finally shut the doors. They finally shut the doors. And all the people were like cheering and laughing and so happy that somebody finally had the guts to do what everyone wants to do. All right. Who is this? Magic what? Wheel? What are you talking about? Yeah, it's very disgusting. Okay, I'm looking at the chat and I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. And who is this? Guys, just because you can have a sense of humor in Aaron's Natalie doesn't mean, if you are going to say negative things about my mods, you can leave. So just leave if you don't like it. You're not saying shit about my mods in here. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Never going to see you again. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Sorry. Sorry. Hold the phone. How is the old man who got attacked at the opening of the org? So it's been a few weeks since I've talked to them. However, he's doing well. He was doing well the same day, you guys. No thanks to the police and Scientology, but he's a really funny dude. Very smart, like super, super smart. And not at all like, I don't know, it's hard to describe. He's really smart, and he's really funny, and he's quick. So he kind of made a joke out of it. Even though they like really threw him around. And that was sad. Every time I talk about it, I cry. It's stupid. Because he was laughing about it. If you look at, so I know a lot of you guys saw the shorts. Hello. But if you, I'm looking at your name. Is it Nisa? If you watch the whole, like that whole section of the live that day, he was like, he was standing there. He was pissed off that he got arrested, for sure. But he was standing there like cracking jokes when he was with the police. So it was not, he's okay. He's doing great, actually. He does not come to this, he doesn't come down here anymore. Does not come to this donut place anymore, which is just as well, frankly. What's a COS Karen? I mean, I know, I've heard Karen, like Karen's over with now, okay? It's kind of like Felicia. Let's put it to rest. Let's use our brain cells, and let's try to think of something else that we can say that, to criticize other than Karen. I mean, what is the issue? Is it a voice? Is it the size? Is it the color of the hair? You know, what exactly is it? Use your words. If you have a legitimate complaint, then let's hear it. I have not seen any of the skaters in so long, and I miss them. Wow, it's really warm back here. And then it gets a little chilly when you get on the street. We just had a bit of a troll earlier. Okay, gotcha. That's okay. That's been happening lately. Not just with me, with everybody. But it's okay. We'll live through it. Yeah, I know, Donut Guy. We need a good name for him, a good nickname. He reminded me of Rip Van Winkle. He's a real funny guy and a cool guy too. You guys would like him. And he was making fun of himself and the situation and stuff. He was, but they did hurt him. They left bruises on him. I mean, can you imagine being Sean or Captain Harris and just like knowing forever that that's your claim to fame? It's horrible. They're horrible people. They really are. I love it when I get criticized for being too outspoken. It's like, you know, men do that kind of stuff all the time and nobody says boo. As soon as a woman is outspoken and forward about her opinions, passionate, it's like, I don't like it. Oh, I can't read what you're saying anymore. LOL, Shannon's a savage. Yeah, we know. You gotta be what you are. Let's see, I heard somebody say, would you rather... So you're going to... Oh, yeah, it was that guy that I watch on YouTube all the time. He's a psychologist, maybe? Anyway, he said you're gonna have pain if you deny who you are and walk around with a mask just to please other people. You're gonna have pain in your life from that. But also it's painful and scary to... That guy gave me a really weird look. To put yourself out there and be who you are. You know, because people laugh at you, they make fun of you, all that good stuff. And so if you're going to suffer, then why not be yourself? This is the garage that parked all of the, what are they called? All of the Publix cars. And they put cones all around for the real public, like regular people that give them money and park here, you know, every other day of the week. But on the day of the opening, they put cones out here and they beat up one of the students. The police, and the Scientologists beat up a Columbia student in here, which has not come out yet. He has not spoken publicly yet. He may never. I mean, he's concerned about, you know, his future, like job proposition, stuff like that. Oh my God, it's another streamer. I never thought that there'd be enough streamers we'd be passing each other on the sidewalk. Really, it was me and Trashy in Lakeview, freezing our bones off and digging in the trash. All my shorts used to be about garbage. But you guys, that's where we found the flyer that said it was an ad for the purification rundown for children. And where it belonged, you know, in the dumpster, but still. So they can't say they're not doing Scientology with kids. Remember that the guy that was unhomed here? He was saying that he was inside. They showed him 2 movies, took his last $5 for a stupid bulletin, like a pamphlet, and then threw him out. But before they did, he said there were a bunch of kids in the basement, and they were doing some kind of a Narcanon program down there. Maybe we'll see Moth today, guys. That would be fun, huh? Here's Subway. Nothing has ever happened that I know of at Subway. Do you guys? They've never called the police. They've never done anything to help Scientology. Dunkin' Donuts, on the other hand, just a really weird place, okay? I'll be honest with you. This one is really weird. Let's see if we can find Joe Sakala in Dunkin' Donuts. No, that's not him. Darn it. This guy's up close and personal with this giant dumpster. I guess this is the construction dumpster that they use for the students that are moving. And they bring it out pretty early, but so they can throw the stuff they don't want away. And this is the second time this year they've had it out here. Oh, you guys, do you remember? I don't know if I think it was the last time I audited that kid that had flowers for his girlfriend. It was like a Saturday night and he was going on a date with his girlfriend and he had a big bouquet of flowers for her and was waiting for her. It was so cute. I can't believe they cleaned up this mess. Can you believe they did this? Can you believe they did this?
It's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Because we've been...
Come here, take
yeah,
a shit.
right. They don't care.
Know where to take a shit.
Yeah, we've been yelling about this for a month and a half. No, I just passed him. Yeah.
For like till later.
Well, let's see where I am camera-wise. Let me take a look at my...
Did you get cold yet? Not yet.
I did it just in
I got
one
cold
spot.
Just like right now.
Yeah. There's one spot that there was like a real cold blast. We can help
Such a cool sweater.
get you out.
No, I'm warm now.
SPTV Foundation. Oh yeah, I was saying, and that
SPTV is the one that Aaron and Natalie started, right?
Aaron did.
Aaron did? Mm-hmm. Oh, because I understand. Because of the different than the aftermath.
Hi, Vada. Did you have a message you wanted to say? Stop being so emotional. You're being dramatic. Calm down, right? It's ridiculous. We can have the same response in the same time, but we are looked at differently. Thank you. I love your passion. Oh, thank you, Kimberly. my newest member. Vada, what's going on? They seem to show up later in the day. Huh. Glad to hear that about donut. Yeah, me too. We just had a bit of a troll.
You had a troll in there?
Yeah. Jordy, it
What do you
was
think?
really sad. People shouldn't be treated like that at all, especially by a religious group. Well, they're not a religious group, though. That's the whole point.
Delivering food to a cult.
It's a cult!
They're delivering food.
Don't feed the cult!
They can't come outside to go to dinner tonight, so they have to order in.
They steal people's donuts! They've had enough. Enough stolen food. Did the city plant the tree? I know, right? I don't know. This thing has been like, I mean, we would make fun of it every single time, as you guys know. Every single time we came here, we'd make fun of it. And we would say, this is what passes for a Scientology flower bed. And then this is what they did.
Here, get this.
They finally cleaned it
I was
up.
gonna grab the door for the.
Uh-oh, here come the popo.
Let the police come. Yeah.
Okay, if, I mean, that would be, what can I say?
Insane. If they would do anything about that, that would be insane.
I'm not gonna watch that guy drop food.
Right. You're
I've
helping
helped
them.
the students in here, they carry food.
Right.
Here comes one.
Same thing.
Here we go. Does he have a handcuff? to-
Here's one in the wild. It's one in the wild.
Does he have a handcuff? Phone tech.
Oh, got an important call you're on?
Oh no, he's actually.
Oh, no, you
Pilot.
actually work for the
sorry.
airline. Sorry,
He's actually
dude.
a pilot.
He actually earned that uniform.
No, he wasn't. He was a real airline dude.
He had airline wings on, United.
He was a real airline dude.
Oh, so he wasn't.
He's a real pilot.
Oh, okay. That's what I was like. He looks more like a pilot than
He is.
Okay. You can't tell.
No, you can't.
Airline flight
It wasn't Harry Potter. It was more pilot-esque.
Yes.
Harry Potter and that cowboy outfit. Man.
Plus, he looked at us and waved.
Yeah, okay.
When's the last time you saw a Scientologist do that? Look at you, smile and wave like a normal human. They don't do that. You know, Tori says they used to do that. They would talk to people, you know, like people that were demonstrating outside. They would come say hi, and I mean, they were trying to handle them, but at least they would talk in a civil fashion.
Yesterday, they were showing, or maybe it was a short I saw. I think it was from
Hello.
Jessica. I think it was Jessica's short. They were legit talking.
Yes,
to a
he made
guy
eye
who didn't wanna
contact.
walk away.
Hi, Patrick. How are you? Good to see you. You wanna pretty soon go do our thing?
Yeah, whenever you want.
I'm so happy there are other people. We don't have to stay for any amount of time.
I know it's shut down.
I know you guys really like this auditing. I know it's a thing, like I get it, because I like it too. But what can I say? Hey guys. There's the SBT Foundation phone number right here. Very beautifully drawn, I must say. Oh, stop it, phone. You guys, my phone is possessed. It's trying to track the cars, I believe. Okay. I like that it says cult and it has an arrow. And the arrow is pointing toward the pyramid scheme sign. It's a pyramid scheme. Here it is. Those people are so sweet. They always say, thank you guys. These students are wonderful. That is hilarious, isn't it? They never look, and they have this distant stare. It's just like I've never seen anything like it before. It's this vacant, faraway stare. Hi, Lily. Never in SP. Oh, okay. Hello, Pearl G. How are you? Hello, Daniel. Yeah, no, it's not that you finally caught a live. It's that I finally made one. No, I haven't been auditing as much because look at all these wonderful people. taking over. Hey, Midwest. I gave up on our, I'm going to be using StreamYard for when I'm at home because it's perfect for that. And it's not good for auditing. You can't flip the, here. You can't flip the camera easily at all. I don't even know if you can. Nona says you can't do it, but it's not easy. Oh, listen. Listen, guys. Lara, we love Lara. Thanks for hitting that like button, guys. Thanks for your support. So it's nice to see a bunch of you guys out here too. I miss you when I don't see you. I hope that you guys are listening to the Dream Exchange stuff. I don't get as many, not even close, viewers as I do when I audit. However, it's really important. When we talk about punching them in the money, that's what we're talking about. Closing down these front groups that are helping to finance it. And once we get that IRS tax exemption taken away, we don't want anybody stepping into that gap. So the more front groups we can get rid of by the time that happens, the more we can celebrate when it folds in on itself. It's a cult! Are you gonna stream?
You want to stream with me?
I will do whatever you want to do. No, I want you to be relaxed. I mean, if it's something you feel like doing, then we can do it.
Soon we'll do the thing and I'll talk to you.
Okay. Because I'm about ready for maybe a hot coffee.
Whenever you want hot coffee, that's when we'll do it.
It's really nice in the sun. But when you're in the shade, it's a little chilly. In this. Don't go in. It's a cult. It's a cult.
Don't go in.
It stinks. It stinks. I'm trying to think of how we could decorate the tree. What could we put in a tree, y'all? It'd be funny to put like a mini, oh, never mind. I can't be funny. You guys think you're censored? Try being on this side of the camera. There's so much I can't say. Because I'm bad and I think bad things. Yeah, that was the bus that honked. Yes, it was. It was the bus that honked because they know this is a cult. Let's see. Yeah, you guys want to see all the sidewalk chalk? I shall show it to you. Cult with an arrow pointing to what? Hi, Ryan. Pointing to the pyramid scheme, the MLM that calls itself a church, but it's an MLM. It's a cult, people. College students should not have to live next to a cult. SPTV Foundation. 727-266-5797, I believe, is what that says. Oh, Lord have mercy. Look at this guy. Look at this dude. He's a big man. Is that a girl or a boy? Big man. What's his name? Maverick? Good name for him. You look like a maverick, my friend. You are very impressive.
He's a service dog.
I know. Well, no, that's why I didn't pet him, because you're not supposed to pet service dogs. You sure? Hey, Maverick. Hi, Maverick. Hey, buddy. Boy, I bet he weighs about 110 pounds. How much? 50?
150.
Hey Maverick, how you doing, big man? How are you, sweetie? Oh my God, are you cute? Hey, big guy. Do you not like, my dog doesn't like bikes. But my dog barks and acts crazy. Thanks for letting me pet him. Thank you. Isn't he cute, you guys? He's freaking huge. Maverick, the service dog. It's a cult. It's a cult, people. I usually lurk, but almost happy wherever I can catch you. Aw. Well, thank you. And it's fine to lurk. Some people need to lurk.
I don't know if Wendy asked you yet, but we know of 9 students that have been infiltrated already by the cult.
What's that?
We know of 9 students that have been infiltrated by the cult.
Who told you that?
Well, we know because we've seen them go in and out of the doors.
When?
Just this past week. And then the week prior, they'll try to distract us, and they'll come out of the door. We got them on film, on mine and on Wendy's. So anyways, there's 9 total. We know 3 of their names, but we're wondering, yeah, Wendy might send you something to see if we can get the names of the others or something.
What for?
Wendy wanted to know, and then maybe, I don't know, if we could get through to them somehow, if
Moth-
they're new, you know?
I mean, there are a lot of kids here that know what's going on with Scientology. There's Chandler and Moth
Yeah, Moth
and
was out here earlier.
Liam, and there are a lot of them. So if they need help, they've got people to go to. And plus, you know, here are the phone numbers.
I know. Just,
I mean, I don't like hearing it,
yeah,
obviously.
it's just really sad. And just want to, you know, we always want to do more. I guess that's the point.
Okay, this plot is meant for flowers, not a 6-foot scare plot. Not really sure what that means. But Chicago loves Liz Ferris. You have a big dog too, Fluffy? You have a big dog? I always loved big dogs. I never had a small dog in my life until I got my little Monty. And boy, he's got me right where he wants me. That dog is, oh my God. I walk him in the middle of the night. I mean, he wakes me up in the morning making this sound like this. In my face. And he knows it'll wake me up. So he goes, and then he just waits. Over and over, all night long. I mean, it's crazy. I don't know what to do about it.
He's learning now? You were saying to me?
He is, no, what do you mean? In training?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's
That's
in
what I was
training.
asking
Yeah, I don't know how to get him to stop doing that.
I think it's normal.
He doesn't want anything. He
No,
just
it's
wants
normal.
my
Yeah,
attention.
it's anxiety.
Yeah, it is. He's very, very anxious.
He'll get used to it.
He's been down here for this.
There's this amazing YouTuber. His channel is called Oompaville.
Okay.
I highly recommend it. He makes some of the best content. Some of the most
What's it about?
Like everything. This guy's so funny. He has like 3 million followers.
Uh-huh.
He's amazing. His first name is Caleb, but he is on the spectrum and he has a dog.
Nice.
And so he's just really funny, and whenever he starts yelling, the dog starts yelling, and then they yell together, like he's like yelling at the dog.
Dog's yelling back.
It's hilarious.
Monty would yell back. He barks when he wants. Oh man.
How old is Monty?
He's 5. He's gonna be 5. He's not young. He's gonna be 5 in sometime this year.
Where'd you get him?
From a rescue.
Nice.
I mean, he was my foster dog, and no one wanted him because he was so out of his gourd. Nobody would take him.
You got him.
And by default, I got him. But I mean, I love him like
No,
crazy.
he looks awesome when you're taking him on the walks.
Yeah,
He looks awesome.
he does?
Yeah.
He's so
He looks
naughty.
very normal.
Yeah,
Very
he's so
normal
different
behavior.
now than before. Oh my
It was bad
God.
before.
Oh my God. He was
He was
so
either on the
bad.
street or he had a bad owner or something, you know, because
They found him on a highway.
anxiety. Yeah, that's what I'm
Chicago
saying.
found him.
It's normal.
It's a cult!
It's normal. For a dog like that, it's very normal. I knew right away when I saw him that it was a rescue because
Why?
the way he was behaving, it's normal for a rescue dog.
Like pulling or nervous or?
The anxiety,
Yeah,
it's very normal
yeah.
because he's intelligent.
We know this dude, don't we?
Which one? Maybe we do. I think we do. Yeah. He's
Yeah,
slowing down.
I think so.
Unless he's just interested.
Yeah, we'll see.
What this gonna say?
I don't know.
Right. You live around here? Nope.
Well, all right. He seems pretty sure about where he lives.
Nancy, what do you say to you?
They're horrible people.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
Here's a Scientology. Look at their lovely art that goes so well with this
When did they
historical
put up the sign?
building. The sign was up here. Oh, what?
I've been keeping it out here.
When did they put it out?
Yeah. Right away it was on there? No.
It wasn't out when we got here.
Today they have.
Which sign are you talking about?
Right here.
Yeah, it's when they took, no, because they took down, there was a mailbox right there that the students used. They used to smoke right here before it opened up. They had the signs up, but they were covered with plastic, and the students would use it for an ashtray. And then they finally took it down. Actually, I don't think they took it down. Someone else, it was on the ground for a long time too. Yeah, and then it was on the ground, and then they put that sign up. Which you'd think they would have put it over the,
Over that crap.
yes, exactly. Right.
It's
But,
almost as if they want you to know that you can't come that close.
yeah, right. They,
There are a lot of dogs in this neighborhood,
Hi.
right? Hey guys.
yeah, you're good. Go ahead.
Totally good.
Thank
Well
you. Hey guys, look at this doggy. That's a cute doggy. I already saw him or her.
done.
Yep. It's a cult. It's a cult. They're Indian, not Hispanic. Come on, man. Clean your glasses off.
I know.
Rub your
My glasses
eyes.
actually cleans it today, so I can't see nothing.
It's nice that we have Laura's music out here. Because, you know, we always want something going on.
Yeah, no, and
Some-
Laura's good.
Yeah. I didn't know that, actually. I'd only ever heard that one song.
This is the first time I've ever listened to more than just one song. Also,
Oh, okay.
today's
Yeah.
the first time I've ever heard her.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
it's-
download some of her stuff later. Support her.
Yeah. Good idea. You're so full of good ideas.
I try.
Except
that a
for
student?
trying to pick people up on my channel. Do you know what the average age of my channel is?
What is it?
No, it's 35 to 44.
Okay.
So that's your, I know, I was just kidding. I was going to tell you it was like
I
60.
still haven't met your friend.
Lisa,
Yeah.
she's on. She's always on. But yeah, she's not Jewish, darling. Laura and Mindy. Yeah, I saw Mindy sing on, I saw her sing once
Really?
in front of the Hollywood.
Oh, I did too. She has
On a microphone.
Really pretty voice. Yes. Mindy, which one? One of them has a beautiful voice.
Well, they're just talking about Laura and Mindy. I heard her sing outside the Hollywood Center once.
She's like very like sweet, like very like quiet.
That's Mindy, I think.
Is it? One of them has a beautiful voice. One of them. Did.
Oh, okay.
I didn't even know Laura had the music until like a couple weeks ago.
Really?
I finally heard that one song, and ever since I heard that one song, people were telling me that.
If I lived somewhere warmer, I'd love to adopt a little. Yeah, you know, you guys were saying to get Monty a friend. I can't. Where I absolutely think that would help him. Yeah, because you know, Frida is a sibling for him because
Yeah.
Victoria and I live next door to each other.
Right.
Literally, it's not like we're in the same. We live
No, I've
right
seen
next
them-
door to
I've
each
seen
other.
them- you guys walk the dogs together. I've seen.
I walk them because
You- oh, you
she's
walk
really
them both?
sick.
Oh.
Yeah,
What's wrong? Or it's, I don't know.
she's.
say?
Oi is right. You said exactly the right thing. Oi. Right, guys? Why is it always good people that get sick? It's not fair. Hi, Maverick.
He was reading it, and he's like, yep. That's what you said.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Where are all the Dream Exchange folks today, guys? We see them every time we come, and somehow today they're gone. Let's see. I want to write something about Dream Exchange out here while I'm here. Whose chalk is this?
It's who's?
Can you hold this while I write something? Don't film me.
I won't. Oh, don't really? Okay. I wonder if COS is taking rent from Dream Exchange and not paying tax. Yeah, that's a potential. That's potentially correct. You know, one of the things I wanted to mention is that really it's a lot like, look at this dog, guys. This dog's awesome doggy. But the Dream Exchange, one of the things that if you want to understand it from like a perspective from like the early 2000s when they had so many hedge funds, it's run more like a hedge fund than anything else, but it's just on a public domain, which gives them the ability to do things with it that are, got a little muffler over there, but yeah, they just have the ability to do more financially when they privatize but it's an actual exchange, so it's its own thing. They are very busy. What was I say?
No, I did not see him get assaulted.
They're busy. Yeah, they're very busy preparing. Lisa Love.
Last weekend.
Let me see what else. Oh, thank you, Boxing for Life. That's awesome. Shannon deserves it. Let's put it that way. Fluffer Squirrel, looks like you're doing a good job. The dog on our walks, yeah. I love it when they have both doggies. If I live somewhere warmer, I'd love to adopt a little bitty. No, the dogs love the cold too, though. Maybe you don't want to walk it, though. The dogs do really well in the cold. They love it. They romp around in the snow. I'm getting a hang of this. The university is buzzing today. Oh, nice. Dream Exchange. We've got some. When Shannon's done, you'll see what she's got out there. But that is awesome. Dream Exchange.
Yeah, I haven't seen all of your live yet. Someone was
It's really good. I'm telling you, it's really, really good.
in the chat.
Really good.
Who was?
Carrie01 was like talking about it.
She did an amazing job. The first, if you watch the first one that she did, the very first one. But the first one was like extremely well done. But the first one was done in a way where literally anybody could have understood the perspective of what she was saying, which I think was the most important thing for people to understand. Tiny dog, a small walk is a marathon. Yeah, that's true. A tiny dog. The short-haired dogs need coats. They do, but you know what? I'm telling you, the dogs don't do. I had in my family, we had two dogs in right outside of Boston. We had right outside of Charlestown. We had two brown labs, and they loved the winter more than the summer. But those are big dogs. That's the truth. Beautiful brown labs. too. We got a lot of signs today in chalk. A lot of people out today. Shannon just connected it for us. Dream Exchange, hello. The Dream Exchange is right in here. Scientology, come on, come on, come on. Oh, yeah. What do I do, Shannon? It says 20%. You still have 20%. Wait, was that guy like joking going in there, or he was?
He had to be. He was like,
Yeah, it did freeze up. Sorry, guys. There was a thing popped up. Guys, let me know if it's back to normal. Her gimbal is really good. It really readjusts even after you mess with it. It readjusts itself lower and higher. But I'm telling you guys, in Chicago, it's like summer already for us. But this street, it's a wind tunnel because of the Imprint building. It's just such a crazy lodge building. Crazy. And we have a lot of Scientologists that live there too. All the way down to the corner. It's a huge building. I don't know how many stories. 1, 2, 13. It's a 20 plus. Probably close to, well, actually including those 1, 2, 3. Probably like 30, somewhere between 30 and 50 floors. Let's like, yes, exactly.
Hey guys. Hello darlings, I'm back. Hi everybody. Thanks for hitting that like button, guys. Thank you. You know what you could do, guys, for the SEC stuff? Okay, yeah, sure. Oh no, it's getting windy. It's getting very windy. Stuff is blowing about. Okay, listen, guys. Here's something you can do for real. Share the first, whichever one you want to share. Share the Dream Exchange videos. Every one I make, let's share them. Share them everywhere. Yeah. We missed what you're talking about. Sorry, screen was frozen. I was saying, yeah, it's good again. I know it was talking to him. It was telling him that it's getting low on battery, but that's okay. I have a battery pack. Anyway, what I was going to say is share the Dream Exchange videos, please, with anybody you know that's has an interest in Scientology or lives in Chicago or Clearwater. The company is in both places. Oh, by the way, listen to this. I was just told by my contact that Joe Sakala, that the CEO of Dream Exchange, is getting some kind of corrective auditing he's in Clearwater right now. So yeah, there's that. He's in trouble. I don't know what for. The person didn't say, but she did say he's in Clearwater right now. So if anybody in Clearwater sees Joe Sakala, look at my page for pictures. Sorry, guys. Tell him the gig is up. The jig is up. The gig is up. Whatever. We know that he works here. We know that he and his staff work here and do courses here, both. Wah, sorry. The wind is actually blowing my phone on the gimbal. That's how windy it is right now. It is. Yeah, it's really windy.
It's a cold. It's a cold. It's a cold. They threw them out. It's nice. They threw that guy out. Yeah. It's what? It's a cult. Scientology is a cult.
What are you guys looking for?
He walked in, they yelled at him when he walked in. They thought he was screwing around. He was just looking for the restaurant. That's hilarious. That is fun.
Yeah, Scientology is so friendly to the neighbors. The guy's looking for a pizza place and he thinks he found it, so he opens up the door and they scream at him to get out. Juanita's here! Yay! Yeah, she's gonna get blown away. Poor Juanita. Hey Hillary, how are you, darling? It's time for me, Lisa, just the once. It's fine for me, Lisa. Maybe he didn't have permission to run Dream Exchange out of the cult. Yeah, right? 90 of time screen freeze for me. Anyone else? 90 of time screen freeze for me. Anyone else? No, if your screen is freezing, you guys, reload. Reload. If your screen's freezing, refresh and reload. You might have to reload YouTube, but try refreshing. It works every time. Wow, it's cold out here, y'all. It's getting cold. Suddenly, it was so nice, so now it's cold for us. I'm gonna have to hook you guys up to life support, which means that there will be no more gimbal involved. Let's go say hi to Juanita. It's a cult! It's a child trafficking cult!
Shut it down!
Something for you.
Here's my beloved Juanita. There she is. Hello, darling. Oh, I like your shirt. Oh, look what it says. Never in. A person never in Scientology, but all in on ending the cult. Yes. You guys, if the escapees had anyone to thank that's a never in, it's Juanita. She comes out here almost every single day. She never streams because she can't. She brings all kinds of, like, she made this amazing e-meter. It's hilarious when she brings it out. She's got all kinds of cool stuff, and she is so committed to this cause, and she was never in Scientology, you guys. Warning, this property protected by highly trained squirrel. You've been warned. That's cool. We love it. We should put it on the tree.
This is like legit a movement at this point.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not even like media
Yeah,
anymore.
I
It's
know.
like so crazy.
I know, it's wonderful.
It's good that I
You
can
see this,
say
guys? You see
everybody-
Chicago? Look at
This is
Chicago right
Oh,
now.
nice. You got the whistle.
need to have a greeter.
Absolutely.
I've got one. Yeah, I've got one, honey. Can I have the green one?
Yeah,
Thank you.
These are awesome. She's so cute.
She's cute, isn't she? It's a cult!
Oh, is that an Uber or is that a...
Oh my God, that was really loud.
They're really loud, right?
So loud, guys. These are students. Nobody, none of the Scientologists are coming in and out right now, the way this is.
Too many of us
Hello.
out here.
Yeah, there's too many of us. Although this door is a little bit left alone. You guys, when the phone falls, that's when the gimbal dies. It goes like, it wilts. It's pretty funny. When a gimbal dies, it just wilts. It goes, "Aww." This is Chicago out here fighting a cult. Yeah, they probably are scurrying out the back door. That's why I think I might go back there now. It's warmer back there anyway. It's cold right here. I think I'm going to take y'all. Well, no, I should wait till the gimbal dies, don't you think? Because I'm shaky from my lupus. It's shaky. So I am particularly bad at keeping a camera stable without a gimbal. She's got a ducky. Wow, this is very feeling very LA all of a sudden. No, it's too cold for that. Definitely too cold. Please lock up. I have a please look up. I have a handicap placard and am allowed by law to park at a meter without paying. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. There's a Cubs and a Sox flag across the street. That's interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that before. My knee is starting to hurt. Okay, so Dream Exchange is getting their CEO straightened out right now. Haven't seen that old lady with the cane yet? Oh, I know who you're talking about. Oh, she's cute. But you know, it's not cute to be in a cult, because by being in a cult, you're supporting an organization that's been abusing children for generations. We've got third gens now. That's not cool. You know, like you meet people that are Scientologists sometimes, and you think, oh, wow, that person was really nice. And then you realize it's not really nice to be in a cult that supports that kind of activity. It's not nice at all. And by being in it, you are supporting it. Even by being in the Sea Org, where you may not ever get paid, you're still supporting it. So bad on you. Bad on you, you. Learning and loving. That's an earworm, that song. That is an earworm. Man. Wow, Anita, you got a lot of stuff, honey.
Yeah, I know.
Here's
They make us check the stuff. I told her, you make us believe that wasn't illegal. Question that.
Yeah.
You're better than ever.
yeah,
So they better be ready.
that's right.
Yeah, you can let them have that one.
See that? Oh no, you guys didn't see it. We're looking at Juanita.
Did you see our new YouTuber?
Ducky, it's a ducky with shades. Okay. What's going on in the chat today, guys? What is going on? Are we being invaded again?
Just don't go. Just Shannon.
Yes, dear.
I'm standing on purpose because I don't know what the cars do, the trucks. So just.
I thought they dropped off a student.
It might be. It might not be because I don't know. There's another Somali. Those are like security.
Wow. Hold on a sec, guys. A ducky streamer, yeah. Well, Yes, that's a ducky streamer. Creator, I guess. With the headphones, streamer, whatever. Hold on, guys. I'm wondering what's going on in the chat today. Are people giving Are You Gelling shit for some reason? What's going on, guys? I see I got a super chat and it won't let me open it. God damn it. Are your hands warm?
Yeah.
Can you touch that?
Just touch it or bring it up?
Yeah, you're just supposed to be able to touch it and it
Which
opens
one?
up.
The super chat?
Yeah, the super chat. That's okay. Never mind.
My hands are warm.
I know, mine are cold. I thought it might work, but I guess not. That was my hand. Sorry, guys. Yeah, we better not, because it's on its
gonna
last
mess it up,
leg.
yeah. She'll catch you soon, whoever you are.
Whoever that is that sent the super chat, I just saw it now. So thank you very much. It is greatly appreciated, and I would very much like to read it, but I can't. Are you gelling? Can you bring that up for me or no?
At least get the name.
Yeah, I would like to know the name of the person and also if there's a message. I would like to be able to thank them. Can you tell me that? Well, Michelle, I don't know how old she is. You know, some people don't age well, especially when they're underfed and undernourished and don't receive proper medical care.
What happened? Someone's not well?
I don't know what's going on. There's fighting.
It was fine before.
Boxing for Life, is that who?
Yeah, that's definitely before Boxing for Life gave you one.
This
That's
is,
for sure. My
Okay,
dude from
okay.
Boxing
Well,
for Life.
thank you very much.
Yeah, Boxing for Life was awesome for it and wrote a nice comment too.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. I'll be able to see it when I get home.
Yeah.
Thank you, Boxing for Life, very much. I never get super chats, so it's really thrilling. I mean, not that I never do, but not very often. It's funny, the other day I was like, do I even still have super chats?
Yeah, I did.
I tried to go in.
Yeah, there's like road rage too.
Great. Chicago parking. Oh my God, more food. This is non-stop. Non-stop with the food for Scientology.
Yeah, I'll talk to you later about that. Are you gelling? What the hell's going on?
Or is it this
Oh, good, it's the school. It's all good. It's the school.
When I see these kids coming out of the school, they're so young.
I
and it's
know.
like
They look so young. Aren't you glad you didn't go in there? It's a
throw you
cult.
out?
It's Scientology, which is a cult. Cult
You know,
means
like Tom
like
Cruise?
mind control. Mind control, yeah.
That's crazy. They walked in and they got yelled at.
Yeah, of course, because they're such good neighbors here.
Oh yeah.
They're so friendly. What's that?
What is going on?
They abuse kids. You know, they traffic human beings from other countries, take away their passports and make them work for them for free. So that's why we're here. We
This
just
on
film
live?
them. Yeah.
How many people on the lab?
Right now,
Yeah.
there's only 61 people here on mine.
So they see
But there's a bunch on every.
But I mean, yeah, we all had about 100 each, so maybe 1,000 between us.
Tell them I said happy 420.
Yeah, that was yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Happy 420.
You say it. Happy 420, everyone said.
Happy 420. There
Yeah.
you go. Nice.
Where's OT 420?
Where's OT 420?
That's Corn Freak.
Yeah.
Corn! You have some, never mind. Bye, guys.
Bye bye.
They were celebrating 420 with a blunt like this big. That pizza looked good, right? It did.
Now that the
Oh, look at this.
college grass. Oh, there you go. That's awesome.
Hey, guys.
That is awesome.
It's a whole family on a scooter. Yeah, the gimbal's dying.
That's a crazy amount of weight.
Yeah, Chicago is famous for pizza, Michelle. That's right.
College, no to a cult.
If someone's bothering you in the chat, guys, just block them. You can block them yourself.
I got two cans over here. Juanita!
If you need my help, mods, let me know. You know I'm happy to step in. I just can't see what's going on because it's bright. Cult! It's an old part of a box. Perfect handle. Wisconsin does not have Scientology, is that right? Good for Wisconsin.
They said,
Huh?
they said that they shut another one down. I said, look, someone sent me this thing. I don't know, they found out yesterday.
It's funny they're ordering all this food in because they can't get in and out of their own
By the way,
building.
that's a billion percent what's going on.
Yeah.
They have
They keep
we're
ordering
making them
in.
go broke.
Yeah, because they can't leave. I wonder what they're doing in there, though. What are you guys doing, Osa? What are you doing in there, huh? Are you training kids? Do you have some kids hooked up to the e-meter so you can find their whatevers you're looking for that kids don't have, like their weaknesses, their ruins, their all the terrible things they've done by the time they're 7. Or you got them hooked up to that e-meter in a room where they're locked for 5 hours at a time? Is that what you're doing in there? Or are they still in the basement with their Narconon t-shirts on, wishing they could just go outside and play? Is that what's going on? What are you guys doing in there, Osa? We just want to know. What are you doing with the kids? What are you doing with their kids in there? Shannon email address. That's right. That's it. And I actually read them and respond to them, unlike some folks. Yeah! It's a cult. Oh my God, look, this guy's whole ass is hanging out. That's fantastic. Leather pants with the whole ass out. And she's like, that's my man. That's my man's ass. Juanita.
Is the gimbal dead too or no?
Wow. Oh, you know what it is? It's the charger. Okay. Hang on, guys. Just hold on a second. I'm sorry. I apologize for this. This might pinch a little.
Don't hurt yourself.
No,
Oh,
I'm
you're
saying
sliding it
that's
over.
what doctors always say. This might pinch a little.
Yeah, right. That is what they always say.
And you're like, pinch a little. Okay. All right. This is the master of the universe.
Oh, so you want me to do you want to do
Let's
that?
get our coffee first.
Okay.
Are you buying coffee this time?
I don't want coffee. Get coffee. I got cash in my pocket.
I can't get it because
Yeah, what do you
it's
want?
on my phone.
I'm going to get it. What do you want?
You are? Wait,
Yeah.
maybe I have my card.
No. It's easy. It's easy for me
I
to
think
get
I may
to it.
have thrown my card in here.
It's easy for me to get right to it. Mine is like sticking.
I just want coffee with cream.
Well, tell them.
A small one.
Tell them. I'm standing right here so you know which one.
Can I get a coffee with cream, a small one, please?
Well, get a big coffee. Once you
I don't want a big coffee.
Really?
Yes, please, darling. I think that's it. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. Remember last time we were here? Do you remember us? Yeah, I remember you too. Okay. So guys, we had, the phone had turned completely black. Oh, and everybody left too. Not everybody, not the hardcores. You guys always stick around, and that's why I loves ya. You guys always are here, no matter what. But you know, you guys, what is this link? Midwest, I can't see it because I don't have my glasses. Oh yes, I do. I brought them today, I think. I was like, I'm not going to be able to use glasses today. Why would I bring them? And then, well, guess what?
Are those glasses or just sunglasses?
Those are just sunglasses. Thank you so much. Boy, does it feel nice and warm in here, you guys.
I know, coming from out there, it's amazing.
Oh, thank you, Michelle. No, I'm okay. Somebody here would let you know if something actually happened. We came down just a couple doors down to Dunkin' Donuts because we're going to talk a little bit about the psychology of a cult. Just the you know how I've been doing these interviews with Lou, and I've interviewed other ex-Scientologists, and I always have so many questions for them, because it's not that I can't understand how people can get into control groups like that. I do understand. I was in a marriage that had quite a bit of domestic violence in it, and I understand exactly about mind control. You know, I was raised by a person who was a pedophile. So I get it, you know. This is why I'm so open about everything, so that people know that you don't have to be afraid to talk about these things. So I get it, and I know that very smart people can get into these situations. Have Israel show you on his phone. What should I show? What should I show on his phone?
Oh, should I go to your chat and then that's what they're saying?
I don't know. What
Yeah, I think that's what they're saying.
What do you mean have?
So I could see.
Have Israel show you on his phone. What would you like? I jumped over. Oh, the link you mean? The link. Okay.
Which link?
There's a link in the chat by Midwest Night Watchers. That's me a long time ago. That's me on the bus. You have to go to the end of it.
Oh, that's right.
And he said to show.
It shows that it cut off. Is that weird?
See, these are on my table. Aren't they pretty?
Yeah, they're gorgeous. You sent it on Friday. But that's earlier, or it says you're still live?
I am still live.
Right, so why is it not popping up?
I don't know.
Oh, here. Okay. All right, got it. Okay, what do they want to know?
He said to hold on. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Is this something I need to know right now?
I can see.
Is this something Midnight Night Watcher? Do I need to know this now? The link they're talking about.
I know. Who sent the link?
One of my mods.
Oh, yes. What do they want me to do?
Open it on your phone and show it to me.
Opening now, guys. Give me a second.
You had to freeze for a second so I could look at my battery. Okay, no, just a good resource.
That's cool. They're showing all SPTV now shows all the lives
that are on
going
live now. What channel is it?
Oh, it's SPTV. I heard
if somebody goes,
I mean, he talked about it last night.
If someone goes, this is Z News and Fluffy. You did this. Okay, so guys, if somebody clicks on my live, are they actually in my YouTube?
Should I go right now? Try it?
Z News made it.
So let me try it right now. Should I try it?
Yeah, because I want to know, do you show up as a viewer on my page or not?
Yeah.
Well,
I just hit it.
my viewers didn't go up.
Did you just get my screen?
It goes directly to your YouTube. Okay, as long as that's the case, then I'm good with it.
I'm telling you, it does. It goes directly to my YouTube.
Because the other one did not. We did not get credit for the views because it was like it was the one that Danny's manager Oscar. I'm sorry, that's what he called himself. I don't know what else to say about that.
Who?
Danny and Leah's manager Oscar made a different one. Yes. Anyway, let's not talk about it. I probably shouldn't have said anything.
Oh, I know. Yeah,
So it would also show, like, okay, so now I have my glasses out. I can see what you guys are saying so that Israel can talk to you a little bit about psychology and the psychology of being in a cult.
yeah, there was one thing that I wanted to share. Tell me when you're
Yeah, I'm ready.
okay.
We got you. If you're ready, we're ready. Are you ready, Israel?
Yeah, I am. So, if you're thinking in general about
Here, can you scooch a little bit forward because my microphone is out of battery. No, it's okay, Midwest, no problem.
tell me if you guys let me know or let us know if you can hear us. Shall I wait and see if they can hear?
Yeah, I think they can hear. You're gonna have a big lag there on your phone.
I know, but it'll say this one is great.
Lisa is a new helper / member. Thank you for being a member, Lisa.
They can hear, okay. Good.
Fluffy.
So basically, guys, I just wanted to, I don't know if we mentioned this, but so professionally, I'm a psychologist. I have a doctorate in clinical psychology. I got Scientology became a piece of my life, stain in my world because of something that happened to one of my close friends. But putting that aside, I was getting my doctorate at the time that this happened, and it was a horrible experience, and he's no longer with us anymore. And it's
You get a
long
little
story.
bit quieter. You mumble just a tad.
Okay. And so he is no longer with us. Scientology really messed it up so that his family was not even able to be with him, towards the end of his life. Now, at the time, I was getting my doctorate in clinical psychology, so there were a lot of opportunities to look at many different things to try to understand anybody you can look at it from like a collaborative perspective, like an organization. You can look at it from from a religious perspective, groups, like group think and stuff like that. So the main thing is this. Anytime you're sitting down, like I worked in the largest mental health prison in the world, I think, it's definitely in the country, Elgin Mental Health Center.
Yeah.
Now, every single person that comes in there, they have a test done, right? There's about it's called a battery. There's like 20 psychological tests. Like if you guys Googled my name, the first thing that would come up is neuropsychologist because of the residency I did. But the point is this. So you guys might already understand this. If not, then you'll understand it now. But there's something that I noticed on a lot of the interviews that have been going on through SBTV and even when I used to watch Leah Remini's show and just in general in Scientology, there's just something that I haven't heard people discuss, which I think is extremely important. And that is this. Anytime somebody comes into your office and they want to be tested or you want to know more about them on a personal level to the point where you can possibly diagnose them, there are multiple tests that you do. Now, people have symptoms. Those symptoms can be strong enough or enough symptoms to create a disorder, and those disorders vary. So there's always 5 axes in psychology. So if you look at the DSM-4,
Axes?
yes, like AXIS.
Okay, axis.
So even in the DSM-4, now there's TR, or now it's the DSM-5. It doesn't really matter which one you look at. It's always been pretty much the same, and it is the way it is. Axis 1 is clinical disorders, and you can include any behavioral disorders, like, for example, even major depression would fall under that first, let's use the word category, okay? That's the first axis. But in that category, you could say like anxiolytic disorders, depressive disorders, other behavioral disorders, they fall in that first category. The second category is where personality disorders come in. So I'm sure people have heard of histrionic personality disorder.
Borderline.
Exactly. Now, you can also have symptoms without having the personality disorder. Those are two separate things.
Like narcissistic personality disorder, you can act like a narcissist sometimes, but not have the disorder.
Exactly. And the way it works is you need to have, depending on the disorder, there's 8 symptoms in the DSM. You need to have 4 or 5 of the 8 symptoms to classify for it to be a disorder. So the first one's like stuff like major depression, depressive disorders, anxiolytic disorders.
Okay. The second one
is much more personality disorders.
Okay.
And stuff like autism, but it's actually its own category. It's really much more like the personality disorders. The third one is the general medical conditions that a person has. So when you're looking at anybody who you're trying to help within the world of psychology or psychiatry, you have to know, okay, they have this medical issue, that medical, because those could, of course, those
exacerbate.
Yeah, and those symptoms can let's say someone's walking slow because they have a reason that they're walking slow versus someone who's walking slow because they're depressed or something like that.
Okay.
So you need to keep that in mind.
Okay.
The fourth one is psychosocial, so it's like what your family and your background, all the different things, the different components of your life that create or help create everything that we already discussed. And then finally, there's a score. That's the fifth one that you get. That has to do with how well you are interacting with the world.
Okay.
Now, it might be a lot of information. We can go over it at a different time. But my major point is this. Scientology specifically, they lend to disorders that would not necessarily be there. So somebody might have... some people are born with certain disorders, right? Okay. Sometimes even if you're born with a disorder, or you're born with, there could be precursors. You could be born with the ability to obtain a specific
like
disorder.
a predisposition.
Like a predisposition, yeah. Pretty much, you could think of it like that. Like a predisposition, you could think of it like that. But that doesn't mean that happens.
That you're going to develop
exactly
it.
Like you said, by the way. So someone can have narcissistic tendencies, narcissistic behaviors. They can have that symptom, but that doesn't mean they have the personality disorder.
Okay.
If you look at people like Tom Cruise, you look at people like David Miscavige, these are straight up personality disorders.
Are they?
Oh, like not even a question mark. I mean, and I want to say this clearly. I do not diagnose unless I literally know all the information
Right.
that we need to know. That
Right.
I would
You would
never
have
just
to be
diagnose-
treating them.
Yes, I would never diagnose somebody on a personal level.
Right, but
I am saying that if you asked me, put all your chips on red or black.
Yeah.
I'm pushing it all on red. That Tom Cruise is either borderline or
narcissistic.
No, or well, narcissistic. Narcissistic is kind of the most simple of all of them, but borderline or histrionic, which usually it tends to be a disorder that falls more within the female category. Like,
oh, please, because the word is hysteria.
Well, that's why they say it.
Yeah.
That's not the reason that meaning the behaviors become that word. And my point is this. My point is the reason why Tom Cruise gets away with a lot. If Tom Cruise was a lady, he would not get away with the stuff that he gets away with. He just wouldn't. People just are confused because it's not a typical dude. He tries to put out this super macho, but then he acts in this like childish way where it's like all the attention needs to be on him. Everybody needs to throw him a party. Everybody needs to, like, why isn't everyone paying attention to me? That interview was so telling when David Miscavige sat there, that interview from years ago.
With Tom Brokaw.
Yeah, and he's asking him just to explain what you have to offer.
Right.
That's
what is Scientology?
What is it?
Right.
And he can't say. He literally, a billion words to explain nothingness. A billion words to explain nothingness. And this is the crux of the symptoms that would fall in these personality disorders.
Yeah.
So the psychosocial component, that's what I want to say is I believe that Scientology, like other groups as well, like other cult groups, they have a tendency to push people that would not otherwise have personality disorders to then have them. Now, what also occurs when you see the survivors that come out of these places, they tend to have the depressive, anxiolytic disorders, on Access 1. Those are more like treatable. The personality disorders, it's very difficult to treat, but if you can kind of pull yourself out of that realm, things can get better. And I'm not going to throw out names, but I'm sure if you guys are watching SPTV, you'll notice different characters who are amazing human beings coming out of the Church of Scientology that have certain behaviors that might not look like your typical, like they might not act, and you have to give them a little bit of a break within the context that they literally were pushed to the point where they either have a personality disorder or a major depressive disorder or anxiolytic disorder, and it's very easy to judge somebody that hasn't been through either trauma or even just, I like when you say mind control, like that's what you were explaining to the gentleman outside.
Yeah.
It's a phenomenal way to explain it, because when you're coming out of that, the best way, it's very simple. You have to take yourself out of that picture and recognize that they were part of something that pushes you to insanity. What does insanity mean? When people say insane, now you can look up these words in the dictionary, etc., etc. But when somebody says you're insane, they're referring to the way they're living their life, they're referring to the way that they're acting, they're referring to all the different things that occur. And the bottom line is that when you look at these characters that are still in Scientology, when you see these guys coming out, pulling people away from interviews,
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
sorry guys, when you see people pulling them away from interviews,
Right.
it's insanity.
Right.
It's real insanity.
Right.
And
Out
those
of
people-
touch with reality as the rest of us define it, basically. They're
Absolutely.
not functioning within the same parameters
Correct.
that the rest of us
And
are.
the reason why I brought down the 5 axis, because it gives the ability sometimes where you can remove yourself from the equation, and you can look at what people have done study after study after study, these 5 different categories, let's call them.
Okay.
And you start to recognize, like, oh, okay, it makes sense that there's psychosocial, like we said before, the psychosocial is the 4th axis, right? Psychosocial component that helps you understand better all the ones on top of it.
Okay.
The last one, how well are you functioning within the world?
Right.
And this is the one thing, I love telling people this. People say, I have friends that will say, oh, I don't want to go to the party, I'm antisocial.
Yeah.
That's not what antisocial means. I get very frustrated with this, because I guess maybe it's because I know this. The word antisocial, if you say you are antisocial, you're actually saying something horrible. It's not, I don't want to be social. Antisocial is a thief, is not following social rules.
Right.
That's antisocial.
Right.
People that constantly rob, steal, deal, whatever it is, they have an antisocial personality disorder,
Right.
if they have enough symptoms. But antisocial doesn't mean
That you don't like being social.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's not what it means.
Right, gotcha.
Yes, the word is utilized in abundance when it comes to that, but that's not what it is.
Okay.
Antisocial, and I just want specifically the antisocial component. I believe that Scientology pushes all of their members, the whole fair game thing, the whole idea that you could do anything you need to
destroy your enemy.
That is antisocial. So you literally have,
Free reign to do whatever you need
you have
to
an
do.
organization that's saying, we don't care. It doesn't matter. If you need to do X, Y, and Z,
Flatten their tires, scratch their cars, break their jaws, knock out their teeth, poison their dogs, break their windows.
and this is true antisocial personality
Yeah,
disorders.
right.
And when you
It's
see them,
institutionalized
and then when they
antisocial
come out, they
disorder.
start acting with hysteria, histrionic, but it's because they're used to getting a very specific type of attention. But what they do is this: they make you crave attention. They don't give it to you. They constantly are gaslighting their members.
Yes.
Okay, and I've spoken to numerous people that have come out of Scientology, and they've said to me that they sometimes, I know a number of guys that have come out of Scientology, people I met from a million years ago, where my friend was a part of it, and they said it took them time to learn how to interact and date appropriately again.
Oh, I bet.
Because they would go through these cycles of specific attention that they needed, wanted, weren't getting, weren't getting, and there was this cycle.
Anger, love.
Exactly.
Yeah, control, release,
a
control,
lot of
release.
control, exactly.
Silent treatment, all that. really
That's exactly-
maladjusted shit.
And that's why when I see certain things, I try to give people on some level, if they're coming from something like Scientology,
Yeah.
you need to give them, like, I know it sounds horrible, but you need to give them a break.
Yeah.
Because they don't know how to function
They don't.
within
They're-
the real world.
I
And
always say
that's
they're
what scares
wounded.
me. Wounded. That's what scares me the most.
Why?
Because, like, if you're part of my community, let's say you grew up ultra-Orthodox Jewish, right? I decided to go out and see the world. I left the crazy ultra-Orthodox schools, right?
Right.
I'm still best friends with all the rabbis. Everything's still normal. Everything's still cool. How was I able to integrate into society immediately, even if things were new to me, right? I'd never been to a beach before. I'd never seen girls in
Yeah,
bathing suits
right,
before.
right.
That was new.
Right.
But somehow I figured out how to behave.
Okay.
I wasn't behaving in a way where anybody that was...
You weren't
that was-
following women in bikinis
No,
around
and
the beach?
Not only that, it's like anybody that would have been around me would have been like, oh, he's just a normal teen, right? Somehow I was able to integrate.
Uh-huh.
Coming out, that is the difference between a religion and a cult.
And a cult.
You come out of the religion, you come out of your, even if you, racially speaking, people that grow up in all black neighborhoods and then they integrate into
Yeah.
gentrified, whatever
Right.
you want to call it.
People grow up in the sticks in Indiana that have never seen a black person in all of their childhood, and then they go to college and they're surrounded by
Exactly.
all people of all races.
Exactly, and so that's a great explanation of that fourth category that I was discussing, which is with the psychosocial. So you look at the way this person grew up. You look at the way this person interacted within the context of their community, and then you're able to look at all the other axes and understand it on a deeper level. So you look at someone like me. No one would have said that I had antisocial personality disorder. No one would have said I had histrionic personality disorder. Was I craving a different type of attention when I first went out into what let's refer to it as the real world?
Yeah.
I'm sure I was. Why did no one ever get frustrated at me?
Left. Hi guys. Hello everyone. We're going to finish up with my buddy, and he is going to finish making his point. The question I have is these four axes. What does that have to do with being able to diagnose a person that's been in a cult?
So,
Like, what's
four
the
axes-
point of that?
So the four axes is for anybody.
Okay.
Anybody in the world that comes in to get a diagnosis.
Okay.
If you see a psychologist or a psychiatrist, there's no question ever.
I'm hearing that your feed's frozen, so that's why I came.
Yes.
down
Oh,
to tell you.
aren't you sweet? It died, and then I had to
So it's okay now?
Yes.
All right,
Thank
cool.
you so much.
Thank you.
Nancy, that's so sweet. Thank you.
So essentially, anybody that comes in there, like I was in, you guys can Google. I'm not getting into my story at the moment, but
We have to talk about that.
Yeah, it's a
You're
crazy
coming on
story.
live for
we'll
that.
have to do a live one.
Yes.
Yeah, and then you'll come with me in the summer. But so I have trauma. So I'm a 9-year-old kid, and I went through something horrific, and I immediately had a therapist. That therapist looked at that diagnostic, let's call it a spreadsheet for the most part. So you have axis 1, okay, depressed, very anxious is so good. There's 9.
Is that
This one-
chocolate?
this is chocolate.
That's what I want.
This is chocolate.
Oh, we squished it.
Sitting on the train.
You guys, look at this. This is Passover food.
No. This is, you can't eat this on Passover. This is what we eat the day before.
Oh,
'Cause
good.
You can't eat this on Passover.
So glad I didn't wait till Passover to eat with you.
Yes, this would definitely be gone.
Okay, let's get some
We eat this together and I can
hand
finish
sanitizer.
up. So good. But the point is, anybody who comes into the office they're gonna look at the access. My point specifically is that it's very rare that someone's personality disorder would not be there otherwise. People that have a tendency or were born with a tendency to have a personality disorder, there might be trauma, there might be something, there's some component in that person's life, the psychosocial component, and that with the person's biology, whatever that might be, those two things together create the symptoms that come from either axis 1, which is again the best way to say it is mood disorders.
Okay.
So like
Mood disorders, then
is like,
personality disorders,
the second
then
personality is the
antisocial
second.
behavior.
That's all antisocial.
And
is
then-
also in the Access 2, Access 3 is medical conditions.
Okay,
So, like,
medical
you can't
conditions.
walk. Oh, she's not.
And then it's the stuff
like
that
if
you
I
get.
didn't get up in the morning and work out,
Yeah.
that's depression.
Okay.
Now, if my father doesn't get up and work out in the morning, he's not well.
Yeah.
You know, so he's not depressed right now. Take more than that.
I don't want more than that.
So good. Do you want the sauce? The sauce.
Peanut butter?
Sauce. Oh my gosh.
What's in it?
It's like hazelnut, peanut butter, chocolate. It's like a lot of different
Okay.
flavors. Yeah. I'll pour it. You can dip it.
Okay.
It's like very. It's not just peanut butter at all. I have
Does
to
it
give
have
all you gentlemen-
Nutella in it?
It has something like Nutella, natural hazelnut. Yeah, you like that. If you like Nutella, there is.
Well, I'm Italian. It's
there-
like
oh, so you
Nutella
literally
is like a
your-
staple. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like your. Here, I can even hold it if you want.
You can't see yourself
Oh, I
though,
can't see?
and I can see you.
So basically, I can finish up with this, and then I can and put it out. But
Yeah.
the point is that what I noticed about Scientology is I'm watching these channels, and as I'm watching, specifically as I've been watching the things that Shannon has been putting out, I was planning at some point on just discussing this, because even what you're talking about with regards to the financial and political world, the behaviors, the
You mean like the
narcissistic-
unethical?
that's an antisocial component that might not be there if not for Scientology. Mm-hmm. You understand?
Yeah.
The ethical components with these cops.
Yeah.
Are these cops antisocial? I don't know. If
Yeah,
they're
most
paid-
cops are.
Well, there you go. First of all, that happens to be a true thing. It's
It is.
ironically-
I worked with cops
ironically,
for
yeah.
years.
And so when you look at Scientology, what you start to realize is that they literally put people in a chamber where these disorders can flourish.
Okay.
So sometimes what I like to do is with certain people who are coming out of this and they don't know, like, you know, like people joke around when they hear Aaron say, "Oh, it's a great day not to be in a cult."
Mm-hmm.
But there's an aspect of him that's very serious. When Natalie says similar stuff, she's actually deep down very serious, and I think a lot of people don't realize, like, if you're in that world, if you're in that cult, your mind is so you're so wrapped up in that world that you really don't understand anything else.
Mm-hmm.
And again, there are other societies that are kind of on their own, in their own little bubble, but the people that leave those societies, for the most part, are capable of getting along in the outside world no matter what.
With time, right? And
Yeah,
adjustment.
Exactly. Scientology, for whatever reason, they come out and it's clearly trauma.
It's difficult.
So, like, when I hear you talking to your...
But they need therapy. They need professional assistance, right?
This is my big thing. So you were talking to your friend who you're doing an amazing job with. And he's so brave to do those interviews with you.
Yeah.
And I just hear him speak, and there's a certain pain that I just hear in his voice
Yeah.
that really could be worked on.
Right.
You know, that pain is something that could be dealt with.
Yes.
With the right
Therapy.
So, right. So that's my the point is that's my non-for-profit. That's what I created. I created a non-for-profit to get people therapy where they can be. There's a thing about therapy that if you don't pay for it, it doesn't work as well. Who knows exactly why?
I don't believe that. My therapists are amazing,
No,
and
but
they're
they'll
free.
charge you like one. Yeah, sure. The chocolate, the glazed chocolate. You want one also? What do you want?
This guy runs over and gets his chocolate. I'll take a muffin for tomorrow.
A muffin.
Thank you so much again.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Is it time for us to leave now?
We have a little bit more time. We have like 10 more minutes.
Okay.
So the main thing that I wanted to get across today, the most important component is that everybody needs to be patient with all the different people in this world that are they're just trying to survive.
Right.
And a lot of them don't have the skills yet to do so.
Right, that's right.
And they might actually act in a histrionic or bipolar or manic or even psychotic. People can present as psychotic. You know, I just like there's some really cool people in the world that talk about this type of stuff just from a substance abuse perspective. There's this guy Steve-O, I don't know if you know who he is, but where did he get sober? He got sober in a mental institute, and that happened because he happened to be so caught up in the world of drugs that he literally had a psychotic break.
Oh man.
He was renting 3 apartments in a building. One was a skate park, one was like where everyone did drugs, and one was his official thing where he built a ramp, and he sent out an email that he plans on jumping the building to the next building, which is like practically impossible. And his
Crazy.
best friends came, and these are guys from Jackass.
And they did
came-
an intervention.
Yep, and they threw him in the psych ward, and,
Right.
and he got sober. But what he says about this is, he says he was living in a world where it flourished, where the personality disorders, the all those symptoms
Was
that we're
valuable
talking about.
because
Yeah.
it's Jackass.
Yes, but he didn't go back after that for a while.
Right.
They didn't start. They wanted him to get better. But the point is that these people coming out of Scientology, and specifically when you're speaking to a guy like Lou, or you're speaking to a guy like Aaron, you're speaking to someone like Natalie, these people, they don't have the skill set, they don't have that understanding yet of mainstream society. They just don't. They don't have that understanding yet.
I think
And it
Natalie
comes with
does.
time.
I think she's been.
Point
She
is, it comes with-
seems
yes.
like she's been through a lot of therapy.
I wouldn't. That's why I don't like speaking for them. But you,
Right,
you
'cause
can
I
kinda
don't know.
tell who is what I say, taking care of themselves, whatever that means.
Nora talks a lot about her therapy. Nora's very open about
I
that.
heard Laura talking about it too.
Oh,
one
okay.
time.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not trying to convince people that they have to go to psychotherapy specifically, but to find somebody where you can learn more about yourself.
Yes.
And understand who you are and your behaviors.
Yes.
So that when you're interacting with people, you become appropriate.
Yes.
Rather than inappropriate.
Right.
Because very often you end up acting inappropriately and you're not doing it on purpose.
Right.
It's not intentional. They're not coming across as they come across as almost intentionally antisocial, but like, you know, intentional, like a serial killer, but within the context of relationships.
Right.
But that's not what's going on with them.
Okay, but let me say this. That happens to people in other ways too, like trauma, like you mentioned, like extreme trauma. I was raised in a very highly controlled family unit where my dad held all the cards. He was the king. And everything he did was okay, and everything everyone else did was not. So there were 2 things happening. One is that you were trying to please him all the time, and the other is that you're emulating his
It's the cycle of
psychotic.
abuse. It's a cycle of abuse. What you're referring to is.
And he
very
had
typical.
no ethical boundaries
And
at
you
all.
probably wanted, and there was like probably until you were older, you probably like wanted his attention.
I wanted to be like
There
him.
you go. Exactly correct.
I
That's the
swore I
cycle.
would never be like my mother because
Yep.
she did what he said. So anyway, the reason I bring that up is not to like talk too much about myself, but
No, it's a great example.
when there are relationships between 2 people that have big obstacles to being functioning in society, it doesn't make sense to take sides
No.
with one or the other, because both are suffering, both are damaged, and both have a long way to go to get happy. And so in a case with Aaron and Lindsay, for example, you can't be on one side or another. All you can do is cheer and hope for both to get healthy.
And the point is also to recognize on the however whatever you're capable of putting forth to trying to understand people,
Yeah.
you begin to understand why these behaviors occur.
Right.
Why people act the way they act.
I can't
why people do
imagine-
what they do.
Based on everything Lou has just said this week, how could you possibly get out of that and be in any way, shape, or form normal as the rest of the world sees it, right?
I couldn't agree with you more. I know that my mind is so messed up because of the stuff I've been through, and without therapy, I would,
Me too.
I would be nowhere. And I did. I had a big break in life, and I was like sleeping all day, and I wasn't being a productive member of society.
Right.
And
That's what happens when it goes too far.
yeah,
When you go too long without help.
I'm blessed to have a family and that cares, that recognized what needed to be done.
Yeah.
And got me the help that I needed at that time, and then I was able to move on in life. And of course, the most difficult thing, ironically, is not the moment that you're enthralled, that you're encased in the trauma. When you're in it, you don't feel like it's a problem.
You don't.
But once
I felt like
separate
I
yourself-
was the
and
problem.
exactly. Once you distance yourself from the situation, you're like, oh my God, this is what I did. And you start to you're so angry with yourself.
It's like getting sober and having to come to terms with everything you did when you were not.
People say that the connection between substance abuse and trauma is extremely close.
Is it?
Yeah, people, a lot of scientists, a lot of psychologists, a lot of psychiatrists believe that substance abuse is one. There are psychologists that will tell you substance abuse is a form of trauma.
Okay.
Period. There are people that will just tell you that straightforward. I'm not here to judge one way or the other. I'm just telling you there are some of the most well-respected in the world will tell you substance abuse is trauma. Even if you're doing it to yourself, it's trauma you've experienced.
Okay, so I
Any
have a
questions?
question
Yeah.
for you. One is, how do you find a free therapist?
So what you look for is you look for non-for-profits, 501c3s. You can usually Google it, like in just as an example, you look for community centers. I'm blessed in the Jewish community, and not talking about religious, everybody goes this place.
Right.
JCFS, right?
Okay.
It's called Jewish Child Family Services. So you can just go there. If you live in that neighborhood where they have an office, it's not just for Jews.
Right.
So you can Google JCFS, Google how close it is to wherever you are. If you're, let's say, in Chicago or a big city.
Yeah.
Otherwise, sometimes if you look for DCFS, the Department of Child
Family.
and Family Services,
Yeah.
you actually will find therapists. You can
Really?
find therapists. Yeah. I live in a community where the community has the resources. When you don't live in that community, what you need to do is you just need to reach out. Find someone to reach out to. Listen, I'm going to be, you guys know my name. My email is at yahoo.com. It's my full name at yahoo.com. I don't mind anybody having my email address. Doesn't bother me. You can email me and I can connect you with a not-for-profit.
For me, what I did was I ended up, because I was disabled, I ended up on Medicare. And Medicare helped me find it's not free per se. Medicare pays for it, but I don't pay anything for it. And they helped me find
Absolutely.
a clinic that is less than a block from my
Sorry,
apartment.
guys. A lot of the insurance companies too, guys, a lot of your insurance companies will help you, will assist you in finding therapists. And they'll assist you in finding therapists that are covered, at least on some level, under their insurance. But even if they're not covered, you can find 501c3s that are funds where they're funding the therapy. Some places are literally created, the therapists are giving up of their time. Others are paying for the services. My organization, I was doing free therapy, right?
Yeah.
Other people in my office, because I had money at that time, other people in my office, they were getting paid, but they were getting paid by people, by a fund that was created for this purpose.
Yeah, like a scholarship. So
I'm gonna post one day. I'm gonna send you a link one day.
Okay.
And you'll put it out wherever you want. And
Yeah.
there's a link that connects everybody to me.
Yeah.
And then I can easily.
And what about people that specialize in decompression? What do you call that?
I'm not sure exactly what you're referring
You know
to,
when
but yet-
people get out of a cult.
Yeah, so there are so many different forms of therapy. You have cognitive behavioral therapy.
Yeah.
So, you know, your classic psychotherapy.
EMDR, you've got
EMDR.
brain
So-
spotting,
right,
there's all kinds
I'm
of stuff.
actually licensed to EMDR.
I'm doing EMDR right now.
It's amazing.
I did brain spotting before that, and that got rid of my nightmares once and for all.
EMDR is phenomenal for trauma.
This is
Absolutely
brain
phenomenal.
spotting that
Yeah,
I was
no, I'm
doing.
just saying EMDR also is phenomenal
For
Phenomenal
trauma.
for trauma. Phenomenal for trauma. And the cult is trauma. Scientology is trauma.
Oh God, yes.
It's so like when you know. I think I think what Will from LA says. I think he's correct about this. You know, he makes a point of saying, in the moment right now, where I'm here to, I'm not the therapist. I'm not going to sit there and feel bad for them.
Yeah.
I'm here to shut them down. He's
Right.
correct. That's his job.
That's what I
Somebody
think.
else that's out there
Can provide therapy.
can be the ones to try to help people get. He is correct, by the way. Like, I don't want to make it sound like, oh, we should walk around, be understanding, and leave them alone. No,
Hell no.
Absolutely continue. Do what you're doing. Everybody should continue to do it.
They made me an enemy. They made me their enemy.
Yeah, that's exactly what that's what happened to me. I was ready to. 2008. I could, and then all of a sudden on my feed, because I was one of those people that was always just to see what was going on with them. All
Yeah.
of a sudden I see protesters.
Yeah.
And then I see this one.
You're like, I gotta go.
And then I see Shannon. That's how it is.
I'm gonna go meet that bitch.
And then I got a ticket, and I tried to go to the thing. They didn't let me in, and I went to the cops. I know some of the cops near Wrigleyville.
Well, let me
and-
say this.
Yeah.
I work with an organization called Thrive, THRIVE, and that is a big organization in the Midwest. So if you're from the Midwest, check on Thrive, THRIVE. Not only do they have free counseling, they also have sliding scale, and they treat people who are both on Medicaid and Medicare
And I'll say this
with
too.
no copayment.
Yeah, and I'll say this too. Like, I know there's a
Who makes this
wonderful.
stuff?
My mom.
Your mom made this?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Isn't that unbelievable? She's amazing. So, but here's the thing. Like, if you're in Chicago, there's another organization. I'm going to speak to her. She already is providing a significant amount for the Chicagoland community. She's not part of the Jewish community. She's just, I went to school with her. And the name of her foundation is the CIRA Foundation. So you can look this up. That's C as in cat.
Yeah.
IRA.
Syrah.
CIRA. That's it's her husband's last name.
Okay.
So it's called the CIRA Foundation, and you can call and you can look up Dr. Colleen Duffy CIRA. I think she goes Colleen Duffy CIRA. Her maiden name was Duffy. I think it's still under that. She was the same year that I was in graduate school, and she opened up a huge, and she actually has a new office right now. She just got a new office. I don't know what their sliding scales are at. I don't know exactly how full they are, but I know depending on how busy they are, they're able to help in a tremendous way. But what I don't want people to be discouraged by thinking, well, they're just talking about the Midwest and Chicago. All you need to do is reach out to someone in one of these foundations, and they will find you a therapist in your area.
That you can afford. Yeah. You shouldn't
I
have
three
to
in
have.
Indiana.
I don't pay any
I have
copay.
three-
I pay
have three in
nothing.
Indiana. I have an office in Florida. South Florida, you're from South Florida. I have an office. LA, I have an office. New York, there's an office. All
Right.
under my organization. And then you have, in South Florida, I have three other, and then I was blessed to go to school with such amazing.
Just be careful about touching anything.
Okay.
Shit, I just did.
Oh, is it towards me now?
Yeah, it's gonna. Is that okay?
Yeah, not at all.
I need
By the
my
way,
fingers. That was
totally.
amazing.
you should just know, by the way, that the cake. So my mom is you say,
baker.
you say rabbi, right?
Okay.
And the wife of a rabbi is called a rebbitzin.
Rebbitzin?
Rebbitzin.
Okay.
It's like being a woman. There are women in like the Reformed and conservative communities that
That
are
are
rabbis,
rabbis,
but
yeah.
in the ultra-Orthodox community, people think like, oh, the women can't be rabbis.
Right.
No, they are. They have their own category. It's called a rebbitzin.
Okay.
And so, for basically, food needs to be not only kosher by the ingredients, but it needs to be watched. So let's say in Dunkin' Donuts, if there's let's say here they have ham, let's just say.
Yeah.
So it might get into the donuts, it might make it not kosher, right? So there's certain things. So my mom runs a bakery, and that's her actual job, is to watch
She's the
everything.
kosher
Yes,
security guard.
but she's also a baker, so she bakes these. She watches it, but then
You gotta
she.
thank her for me because that was just incredible.
I will. That's what we're all big bears for, because we ate good. But yeah, you guys, listen, definitely reach out to me at any point in time. Like I said, it's my full name. You guys have seen it, Yisroel Brownstein, Yisroel Brown. S as in Sam, Tein at yahoo.com.
And it's pronounced Brownstein.
Yes, Brownstein.
Because my echo keeps calling you Brownstein. I say, call Yisrael Brownstein.
A lot of that is Stein. Because
I'm calling Yisrael
Brownstein. Yeah. So it has to do with coming over from Europe. Stein in German and in other languages as well means stone. So a lot of the Jews in Europe were there's Goldstein.
Right.
When they came to America, that's just the names they got. You were Goldstein because you were a goldsmith. So Goldstein. You had Silverstein.
So what is
Brownstein, brown stones.
Stone.
Brown stones.
Okay.
So, my family on some level must have had, my great grandfather must have.
Been a stonemason or something.
Something, yeah. That's where it comes from.
Well,
But yeah,
thanks
there's
for
different ways. But
sharing
yeah,
that. And
I just wanted to
so-
share that specifically on Shannon's thing, 'cause she's doing a phenomenal job of interviewing people, and she's been doing a phenomenal job of. Yes, we're gonna go. Yeah, she's been doing a phenomenal job, and I just wanted to put it out there that there is help out there, and you need to recognize that these people have been through hell and back, and that.
We can't hold them up to the same criticism that somebody who was raised in a loving family without trauma is held to.
That is correct.
They can't be held to the same standard.
That is correct. And there's help out there. That's the main thing. Anybody, you don't have to be Scientology. Anybody that needs any help, you can reach out to me. You can reach out on the, if you guys just are watching the live, you can keep asking. Every time there's a live, you can ask, and they can post my info. And yeah, you guys can definitely reach out to me, and I can do the best that I can. But there are resources. And the hardest part is to start. That's the most difficult part of
Is it
therapy.
just to make up your mind?
It's the most difficult by more than 50%. It's like 60 to 80% is the desire to better yourself and pushing to actually take action to do so.
So
The
let's
rest
say-
comes by nature.
What is it? Is it always pain that creates the desire to get therapy?
It's always symptoms. I'll say that.
Okay.
I've had friends that were not in pain that did not want therapy, that were high, meaning not even drugs, like people that are manic.
Yeah.
People don't want to take their medication when they're manic. They enjoy
It feels
that.
Good, yeah. I know. I grew up with a bipolar. It was my best friend when I grew up with her.
Yeah.
So wow, we got a lot of stuff to pack up here, huh?
Yes, I'll pack it up here.
Okay, well, thank you for sharing your
Yes,
food and
of
for
course.
sharing that
I can't wait till
wisdom.
your next.
You guys, thanks for listening to.
Yes, thank
I
you
mean,
very
I
much.
think he's an amazing contribution to the conversation because we have so many people that are wanting to take sides in some kerfluffles. Ow! As I love that when Michael Andreas says that.
Yes, I love it too. By the way,
People want to take sides, and the truth is, everybody involved is a very damaged human being that needs help.
yes.
And at a certain point, our patience will run thin with people that refuse to get help, right? I mean, eventually people will get tired of that excuse.
And don't stop the protesting.
Right,
But
right.
Recognize that at some point, these people themselves can become someone that you want to help versus someone that you're pissed off at.
Right,
while they're walking in.
right. They can
The
be
very people that
toxic
you're-
people.
Yes, the people that you're pissed off at today could be people that you're gonna want to be your friends tomorrow, and that's okay.
Good point, you
And
guys.
they need to shut it. They need to. Here, you take it. They need to shut it down, and then the healing can begin. But as long as they're still in existence, how can they heal?
Right, that's
How?
right.
How can they heal? There is
Right.
no healing that can be done as long as they still exist.
Guys, we have to, if we're good friends with people that are in pain and that are behaving in a way that's damaging to others, we have to be good friends. The most loving thing we can do to them is be honest with them about the impact of their behavior, and that on us, on this, what do we call it? I mean, I don't know if it's a movement. I don't know what it is.
You know, the only
But
reason
some
it's-
people have responsibility too, and they are recklessly taking chances that could undermine the movement. And instead of having anger and resentment and lashing out by trolling and things like that, the most loving thing we can do is encourage them to get into some therapy.
therapeutic
Yeah.
atmosphere,
Yes.
environment.
Yeah.
Again, I'm so clear that I say I'm not here to tell everybody that they need therapy, but everybody needs, anybody that experiences any pain within this realm, they absolutely need to have some kind of assistance.
Professional help.
Yes.
Because if you're stuck, it means you can't get out on your own. If you're stuck, it means I don't know how. It's like when I got sober, I had to admit that as much as I've tried, and over so many years I tried to get sober, I couldn't.
Oh, right, you had another sobriety thing,
Yeah, I couldn't do it on my own. And most people can't. We have blind spots to our own weaknesses, so we cannot get well on our own when we're suffering from trauma-related, personality issues. I don't know how. I'm not a professional. I'm just saying from my own experience, this has been
your
true.
experience is extremely significant.
I'm sorry. Okay,
That's-
we're getting
your-
kicked
your
out.
Your experience is what's going to assist other people.
So I'm gonna have to go because I can't walk anymore.
You're not able to walk?
Not very well.
Oh no, where are you gonna? Oh, so you're gonna get to go?
I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
go.
I have a dinner tonight anyway with my.
What time is it?
In the building. It's already
5, so I gotta
5:15.
go.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I am going to attempt to film the trip on the train, but I'm gonna have to do all that shuttle and everything to get back. There's no other way for me to get there.
Yeah.
So,
don't make yourself crazy with the.
Filming, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna do my best, guys. I love you so much for listening to this and for being open-minded
Yes,
enough.
thank you guys.
Yeah,
Thank
and
you.
for like being good enough friends to some of these people that are streamers that really need help, to tell them the truth. Be a good friend and tell them the truth, okay? Love you guys. Kisses from me. Israel, kisses from Israel. Yeah. See you at the next auditing session, which won't be as long. And thanks for being here. Bye, guys. Bye. See you on the train.